What's up guys and welcome back to On The Brick, where today I have for you not dot matrix. That was who the clues were pointing to last week, and Daniel Xavier did correctly figure that out. Unfortunately, the seller still hasn't even shipped my order with dot matrix in it, so I had to choose someone else instead. And being the last week of this female February, I wanted to pick someone who I thought we would all love and went with Princess Leia. And this particular version is the comic book version, which is available at BigKidBrix's store. To be completely honest with you, I have no idea what happens in the Princess Leia comic. Unfortunately, that whole side of canon is just something I've never quite gotten into. I have tried to read various series, but the whole comic format just doesn't really work for me. Waiting a full week or so to get like an extra 10 minutes of content doesn't really work, and waiting for the entire thing to come out just makes me lose interest. But thankfully people like Star Wars Explained exist, so if you want to know, you can go watch their videos because they are much better about keeping up with that stuff than I ever am. But let's be honest, we're mainly here to look at the figure itself, and this one is probably one of BigKidBrix's best yet. And also probably the reason that he doesn't really do 360 printing. As always, to start with the front of the figure, there is more detail on here than there usually is, which is saying something because this is just a bunch of horizontal lines. But it does look good and it matches the outfit. Also, you do get this vest included and it already comes on the figure. You don't need to do any of that yourself, it comes exactly like you're seeing it here. I also really like the inclusion of the belt, but one thing that BigKidBrix added, which is really nice, is the gun strap on the left side of the figure here, the character's right leg, and we'll take a closer look at it in just 1 second. And like I said, this is one of the few figures that BKB does, which is 360 degree printed, which means there's actually printing on the sides of both the legs and the arms, and the torso as well, but it's hidden by the jacket. And taking the jacket off is kind of a pain because you have to take off the arms, so I'm just leaving it on, as I'm guessing most people will. Now the printing on the back is a little interesting. It does continue the pattern, but I don't really think these oval shaped pockets or whatever they are really look that good back here. I think I personally would have kept them off, but for accuracy's sake I can understand why they were included. And on the right leg here you do see the gun holster I was talking about, which I think is a really nice touch and is kind of awkwardly not included on the back printing there, which probably should have been, but oh well. But there is the slight downside in which the printing is ever so slightly off here. You can notice it in the black line going from the back of the leg to the side and how it's really just slightly off. Unfortunately, it's true on both legs here and is more noticeable on this other side. Again, if you're looking at this in person, it's kind of hard to tell, but this is the kind of thing that we take for granted when we buy from, say, Clone Army Customs, who does this perfectly every time. Now this Leia does come with this custom gun included, it's at no extra cost, and I think it's a really nice addition, especially since it does match what we see in the comic. And I also like the choices for the head and hairpiece here. Obviously the hair is not custom, and I don't really know if the head is. I'm sure one of you guys will let me know that in the comments down below, but regardless, I think it's a good choice for this Leia. Overall, I'm actually really happy with how this Leia came out. I think this is a great addition to my collection, even with the slight misprinting. And honestly, it's on the back of the legs, so it's not like I'm seeing it anyway. Oh hey, and you know what you should do? You should hit that subscribe button, as we're getting pretty close to 5,000 subscribers. Also, for the month of March, I'm going to be doing Mandalorians. They will all be custom ones that I made, and the first is a very cold theme. Let me know your guesses in the comments down below. Remember to let me know your thoughts on this figure as well. Hit that like button, and if you haven't already, consider checking me out on Instagram, Discord, and of course on my ever-growing Patreon. Thanks to all the new people, and for the old ones like Jonathan who stuck around for a while. I'll see you all next time.